Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to the video. I hope your day is going great. Mine's been really good, and today we got some juice to talk about. We're also going to be talking about my team that I've been coaching. Some of you guys know this. I mentioned it in a video last week. We defeated NRG, a Contenders Academy level team, in the beat. So we're going to cover that at the end. But to start this video off, we are going to be talking about the Seoul Dynasty because they announced 3 new players today. And of course, you know your boy already leaked them in the past. The 3 players joining Seoul Dynasty are going to be Jesse, which we just talked about him like yesterday. He is officially announced from Seoul Dynasty, new main support player from Element Mystic. And then the next 2 players joining are tanks. They're a main tank and off tank duo, Michelle and Marvel, both coming from Lucky Future Zenith, who absolutely dominated the Chinese contender scene. And before you ask, no, they're not Chinese. They are Korean. They played on a full Korean roster in China. And again, they just destroyed everyone. These 2 are going to be great backups to Fisher and Zumba. And who knows, I feel like there could be a potential of Michelle starting over Zumba. That guy really impressed me on Lucky Future. Of course, though, Marvel, he probably won't start over Fisher. Fisher's just too damn good. So we're going to cover more of these players in depth and also a coach they signed that goes by the name Why Not. So that's going to be the first part of the video, guys. Then moving on, we are talking about Atlanta Overwatch League. They are about to announce Dafran, guys. I'm telling you, give it about 3 to 5 days and Dafran will be 100% joining the Atlanta Overwatch League team. Over the past few days, the Atlanta Overwatch League team has been slowly announcing their coaches, which by the way, they already announced them like a month ago. So they're kind of like just re-announcing it one by one, and I am 100% sure, or 99% sure, this is going to lead up to the player announcements, and one of those players, as we know, is going to be Dafran. Plus, we're going to talk about the rest of the roster, just so I can catch you guys up and you know who the full Atlanta team is going to be so far. And then we're moving on and we're going to be talking about the California Cup. It is happening tomorrow, guys. Los Angeles Valiant versus San Francisco Shock in a show match. They're full rosters. I'm going to give my prediction, tell you where you can watch it and what time. And then, of course, as I said at the beginning of the video, we are going to be covering my team's match against NRG today in the beat. We popped off. Super proud of them. And if you guys are excited to watch this video, be sure, pause, drop a like on it, subscribe to my channel for more daily Overwatch League news. If you want to stay updated, this is your channel. Turn post notifications on. And now, without further ado, let's hop into the video. Let's go ahead and take a look at the official Seoul Dynasty announcement from their Twitter. They said this: announcement. We are excited to announce 4 new additions to the Seoul Dynasty family. Welcome Coach Lee Why Not, Off Tank Michelle, Main Tank Marvel, and Main Healer Jesse. All of these players have been officially signed, guys, and once again, I did leak them previously, but now it's 100% official, and let's go ahead and go over their past real quick, just for those who haven't seen it. So again, Jesse comes from Element Mystic, who is a top-tier Korean contenders team in the past 2 seasons. They were kind of known as chokers because they would always pop off in the first group stage, but once they got to the playoff round, they would either lose in the first round or the second round. To give them credit though, they did improve going into the second season, making it all the way to the semifinals where they did lose to Runaway. But for those of you guys who didn't see the video yesterday, this guy is incredible. I have gotten word from almost every single Overwatch League player who has been competing in trials that he has been popping off, and almost every single organization has offered him a contract. And he has literally been able to pick and choose who he wants to sign to. And they say it's because of his shot calling. He is really good at leading the team. He always knows what to call. He always knows what the enemy team's ultimates are looking at and what the play is for his team. And that is super valuable when it comes to Overwatch. Now, the thing about him is he turned down a very early offer from Atlanta for $120,000. He could have been playing with them alongside 2 of his old teammates, Pokpo and Dako from Element Mystic, but he said he wanted to play for a more Korean team. Then he went and trialed for DC. I figured he would join DC because Wizard Hyung is there, obviously one of the greatest Korean coaches of all time, so it looked like a good match, but Seoul Dynasty ultimately did give him a trial and they offered him a contract, and what is more Korean than Seoul Dynasty? Literally, it's the only South Korean team in the Overwatch League, and it's full South Korean. All of their fans are huge. It's the team to join if you want to be on a Korean team, especially now since Fisher has joined. They have Jae-hong still. The roster's looking pretty damn good, especially with these two new additions that we're about to get into. Now, the next two players, as I said earlier, are coming from Lucky Future Zenith. Their names are Michelle and Marvel, an off-tank and main tank duo. And both of them have a ton of experience. Not only did they compete in Chinese contenders and destroy everybody for 2 seasons, we'll start off with Marvel first, the main tank. He also competed in Overwatch Apex Season 4 with Meta Athena, where he placed 9th through 12th. Then he also moved on and played with them in Overwatch Contender Season 1 Korea Trials, then eventually moving on to Overwatch Contenders Season 2 and 1 with Lucky Future Zenith. So he doesn't just have experience competing in China, he has competed in major Korean events. Then moving on to Michelle, this guy has dominated, specifically with Lucky Future Zenith, and then a team called Ardiant, who competed in Overwatch Pacific Championship, which is the Southeast Asian region. They destroyed Flash Wolves in all of the competition, getting first place in Season 1. He also competed in Overwatch Apex Challenger seasons, so he has a wealth of experience. These two coming in together as a duo will really help Fisher and Zumba improve, whether or not they are backups or starters, just because having two solid tank duos will really escalate your gameplay. But that's pretty much it for Seoul Dynasty's pickups. I do think they are great additions, and going into Season 2, these guys are going to definitely be better than Season 1. I expect Seoul Dynasty to make the playoffs. If they don't, it'll 100%, in my opinion, be the biggest disappointment of any team over the course of 2 seasons if Seoul Dynasty miss out on this playoffs. But that's going to be it for Seoul Dynasty. You guys know these players. I've talked about them before. It's just reminding everybody who is new here or may have forgot. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, which is going to be Atlanta. And let's start this off by taking a look at Atlanta's Twitter, because they have been announcing all of their owners, coaches, all the good stuff. Starting off on October 16th, they posted this about their owner. True leaders empower and inspire those around them to be heard and to be valued. We are proud to have Paul as our leader. Welcome to Atlanta Overwatch League 2019. Now, they have had a bunch of very similar announcements about their coaching staff. Moving on to the next one, we have the head coach, Brad, making his return to Atlanta Overwatch League. Up above that, we have Silence, the assistant coach. Then we have Kasors, who's going to be a performance and player development coach, also can be a chef apparently. And then moving up, we have even more. Danny, the 16-year-old Overwatch League analyst, absolutely insane. Moving on up, we have another one. It's going to be Dongmin, who is going to be managing and translating for this team. So we see pretty much their entire roster of management and coaching staff being announced from the past few days. Right now, it's October 19th. They started on October 16th, and now I believe they're completely done with the staff, which means what comes next? They're obviously going to keep announcing stuff, right? The players, they're coming up. I don't know if Dafran's going to be the first guy they announce for hype, or if they're going to save him for the absolute last announcement, because again, it could be hype. I honestly have no idea. It's a coin toss on how they're going to announce him, but I am 100% positive it is coming very soon. At least within a week, we will know the entire Atlanta roster, or at least some of them, and hopefully one of them will be Dafran, because I just want to see everybody's reaction to him getting signed. It's going to be incredible. Everyone is going to be so excited. I hope he streams the day it gets announced. That would be epic. But the main point of this, guys, is to stay tuned. Go follow the Atlanta Overwatch League Twitter. They're announcing stuff every day if you want to stay updated on who they picked up, who's their new players. Well, I mean, if you stay updated on my channel, you already know who they are. But if you want to know exactly when they announce it, well, go follow them, boys. And now let's move on and take a look at the California Cup coming up tomorrow, guys. I cannot wait for this. This is what was posted by the San Francisco Shock on Twitter. One more day. Tomorrow we show Southern California and the LA Valiant who runs the California Cup. Check out the schedule of events below. We'll see you there. Hashtag shock the world. And then, of course, on the image, 10 a.m. the doors open at the Esports Arena Anaheim, which is where this is taking place. If you want to go see it live, you have to get a ticket. You have to show up there at 10 a.m. After that, 11 a.m., they're going to kick off the show with a collegiate clash. So collegiate Overwatch teams are going to play each other. Then 12:30, you will get to see the Valiant and Shock players, and you can meet and greet them. 2 p.m. is when the games and the fun starts. Fan 1v1s and 3v3 finals. At 2:30, we'll see the collegiate clash finals. At 4 p.m., a variety show match. And then 6 p.m., guys, what we are all waiting for, or at least what I am super excited for, is going to be Shock versus Valiant, the official show match Oh baby, I cannot wait for this. I am predicting that the San Francisco Shock win this. At least if both teams take this seriously and they're both trying very hard to win, Shock will take this. If both teams show up and they troll and they're not taking it serious, they're playing random heroes, then I have no idea who's going to win. Probably the team that trolls less, right? But if I had to put my money on a team showing up, it's going to be Shock. Now let's move on to the last portion of the video and go ahead and talk about my team Phase 2 who just competed in the first day of the Beat. So in our very first match, we took on NRG Esports, and well, we 2-0'd them pretty handily as well, as you guys can see in this VOD. And I'm also going to roll some clips here for you guys to check it out, see who my players are. They really did pop off today. I'm super proud of them. Roll the clips. As I said, guys, we had a really fun match today against NRG Esports. Unfortunately, though, we moved on into the semi-final upper bracket and we lost to Toronto Esports. We went up 1-0 in the set and we were playing very well, but they just turned the tables on us. We went into the next 3 maps and they did beat us 3-1.
These competitions are going to be a lot more cautious. You want to bait out the star bubbles and then allow the disco to do work. So let's see which team can get the picks first.
NRG is going to retreat a little bit, and they're going to try and do the same. The Graviton directly on the middle. If the fall through going to be there, Stan falls immediately, and the offensive phase 2 able to deal quite well. Transcendence up in the fight, both Zens transcending, but Poise knocked off the map. Got a little bit too far back. Insomniac able to punish, and he gets another, dropping Byram to the pavement. The Lucios are on a rampage on both sides, but it's phase 2 on top, and this is going to be phase 2 taking map 1 away from NRG.
I wouldn't have thought that actually phase 2 was going to win this map the way NRG looked to play this map early on, but great play from them on this night market map. We saw both teams coming up with goats. We saw some adaptation in terms of the flex support swapping to the Senora. And overall, if you get more value from your ultimates, you're gonna win these games, CP.
Yep. And certainly phase 2 did here, and look, I mean, you kind of talked about in the outset, right? That this is a meta that's pretty heavily based around Goats-esque gameplay. Also, we have the actual Goats team playing, so a little bit of throwback to the past, but phase 2 just looking more adept at it than NRG.
I mean, they just get the point for free.
Well, I think I looked at NRG. This has to be shell-shocking. They should have had that there. Now they have to fight back, where it's a 1-fight margin to lose the series. You see the Ana on the top, going to open up here. Nano boost directly onto the Reinhardt. Stand 1 moving on forward. Looking for any early pickoff, but Insomniac gonna fall here for the offense. NRG just slowly pushing forward. They use the Nano boost to good effect, and they buy themselves the time they need.
Yeah, but I'm not too worried if on phase 2 now. We're going to be close to a lot of big ultimates. The Graviton Surge is going to come up, as well as the Sound Barrier. And it is really all about NRG. What can they do to actually win this fight? They're playing with both the Senor and the Ana, but can they survive through this Moira quality?
Oh, the Grab's eaten! The Grab is eaten! Sinker just donates it to the Diva! But still, phase 2 is in a good spot. They deal Kepster. Self-destruct picks up Byram. We don't need those thick and grabs, says phase 2. As they're getting the 2 early elims, make it 3. NRG on the verge of going to the losers bracket early in the tournament. Coach Michael has perhaps done what's needed as phase 2 defeats NRG in the first round of the Overwatch Beat Invitational. Wow.
That's a wow for sure. Stand 1 is going to get the play of the game, but that's not going to matter. He's going to walk away from this series pretty sad that he lost, but phase 2 on the other hand, I mean, unsigned, and they just sweep an academy team. They must be so happy.
I am really proud of my team though. Beating NRG Esports is huge. They're an academy team, and then coming very close in a match against Toronto Esports is huge for us. We're not even in contenders yet. We're still in trials. Tomorrow we have 2 trials matches. If we win one of them, we move on into contenders. We're super pumped and ready to go. So show some support, guys. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed watching this part of the video, and if you're new around here, click the subscription button. Stay updated on Overwatch League every single day. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.